So products that we'll have that we need for this show. We've got some pink blush, not too bright, a blush brush. And if Mia wanted to use some concealer somewhere on her face, like under her eyes, or if she had a blemish or something, you can do that. The simplest way to get some of that if you want is to go to Sephora and ask to be color matched with their Makeup Forever line, because they've got a waterproof concealer that, and you can say, I need to have a sample so that I can go on stage and see if it matches, and they'll give you a little sample in a container like this, and then it'll last you the whole run of the show. That's easy. So, and then besides blush or foundation, a skin tone powder. This isn't actually Mia's skin tone powder, but what I would do is just powder her face a little bit just to take the sheen off. And she doesn't need a lot. None of you do. You guys are so gorgeously youthful. Perfect. And the next thing we'll do is eyebrows. And the reason eyebrows are so important in theater is that's where your expression comes from, is your eyebrows. And you're going to have a lot of makeup on your face, and we want to be able to see your expression. All right, so when we've got someone with fair hair, we want to go a shade or two darker than their hair. If somebody has darker tone, like with Bronwyn, I'd still go one shade darker on her for our purposes, but for someone with really dark hair like cute little Ryan, I'd go a shade lighter because her hair is very dark.
Have you been telling them to wear button-up shirts?
No.
I remembered with the first group, and I haven't told them since.
We will email them.
Okay.
I loved your idea about that.
So just get yourself a shirt that buttons up the front. If you don't already have one, go to DI or Savers and get a cool Hawaiian shirt, and then you can wear it to every single show. Or African would be even better. But just up so that you can unbutton it to get into your costumes. Like you'll be stepping into your leotards, you'll be putting your corsets on, but that way you don't have to take anything off over your head. So whatever you have that will work is totally good. But
so
I have this out to remind me with my, don't eat food and wear a button-up shirt, but I completely forgot. So we'll talk about it again on Wednesday. I'll leave it out so I remember Wednesday.
Thanks, Tammy. I appreciate that. And then where I'm drawing on Mia, it's not necessary for these gals to pluck their eyebrows. I'm starting at the base of the inside of her eyebrow, and I'm doing tiny little strokes up towards the arch of her eyebrow, and then I come straight out to the side up at the top of the tail of her brow. And I'm just ignoring the hair on the lower part of her eyebrow. There we go. You guys are a good audience. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is a little bit of blush. And again, we don't need a lot of blush. And what I'll do, Mateo, on this side, just from about the top of her ear, and I took a little bit of blush and tapped off some extra, and I'm going to do tiny little strokes that kind of move in a little bit of a U shape from the top of her ear towards her nose line. Right there. Just like that. The end. Very simple. If you ever do Christmas Carol with me, I'm all about more blush because I want them to look cold. And so this is almost nothing for me. Okay. Hi, Jenny. Jenny loves makeup. She works in the archive. She wants to work with me. Okay, so this next part for Mia, this is the exciting, fun, scary, and cool part. Okay, and what, yeah.